Right now we have a sealed package straight from Amazon on our table, and today we are going to dissect this beast, the Pironman 5. To be perfectly clear, this is not a standalone computer, but a highly anticipated, full-blown suit of armour built specifically to house the mighty Raspberry Pi 5. We will find out exactly what this case brings to the table, how it helps you squeeze every last drop of performance out of your Pi 5, and, of course, we will dig into what is wrong with it. Spoiler alert, we are in for one truly fatal engineering flaw, and a couple of funny screw-ups for dessert. Don't touch that dial. The bundle here, guys, my respects. It is rich, scary rich. You know that feeling when a surgeon washes his hands after a 5-hour operation and suddenly catches himself thinking in horror, where exactly did those scissors go that I was digging around with 2 hours ago? Well, I had roughly the same feeling during the unboxing. There are so many parts on the table that it's enough to build a small lunar rover. But let's take it step by step. Aside from the expected mountain of screws and bolts, they generously poured in a set of screwdrivers and even a wrench. Now that is what I call caring for the user, especially now when even the boxes of super expensive flagship smartphones are missing not only headphones, but also charging cables. The assembly process itself is just a song. It doesn't raise any questions at all. The guys have a very detailed manual on their website, and a colour A3 poster with all the steps is carefully hidden right inside the box. It comes together literally like an expensive Lego set. The parts fit perfectly. The sequence is thought out to the smallest detail. I had absolutely no problems whatsoever. Everything went like clockwork. And here is where the first surprise awaits us. Remember the joke about the surgeon and the scissors? We found our extra scissors. At first I even got tense. I thought I had screwed up wildly somewhere and left half of it unscrewed. But apparently this accessory kit is universal for the entire line of Pironman cases. My unit is the middle brother, and in nature there are also younger and older versions. We hit the button, and the PC is fine. It turned on, booted up, and is already cheerfully winking at us with all its diodes. The next step, we roll out the software, and here they offer us not some incomprehensible garbage, but a very serious utility that displays a ton of useful info on the front mini display. Temperature, CPU load, memory usage, disk activity, and my absolute favourite, the current IP address. For those who like to boot such systems blindly, especially in networks with dynamic IP, this is simply a royal luxury. Well then, let's sum it up. What do we have at the end of the day? For a very reasonable price, they poured us a super fat package. See for yourself. An expansion board with 2 normal full-size HDMI ports, a board for NVMe devices, put drives or other expansions, a massive heatsink with a cooler for the chips, 2 heatsinks for the case itself, a gorgeous look, an IR receiver, an RTC module with a battery, and cool software to control all this splendour, plus that very mountain of spare parts. It is an absolute top tier. But, as you understand, you can't go anywhere in our industry without a fly in the ointment. And here is what is wrong with it. First of all, the case fans, they are damn it unmanageable. They simply do not have PWM control, so you can't turn them off via software. Yes, they glow beautifully, but they grind constantly and make a fair amount of noise. If this little guy is sitting right on your desk, this hum starts to annoy you very quickly. The second point, it is not exactly a problem, but rather some post-ironic decision from the engineers. The kit includes 2 meshes that are proudly called dust filters. They are placed between the coolers and the case wall. But here is the catch. These fans work on exhaust. That means these filters of yours will carefully collect and accumulate dust, not outside, but right inside the case. Brilliant? That is an understatement. So think 100 times before screwing them on. And the last thing, it's a matter of taste, but still. The case is assembled from thick bent aluminum and equally thick plexiglass. And the problem is that all these joints, bends, and a wild abundance of mounting screws visually drag the design of the gadget somewhere into the realm of harsh steampunk. Otherwise, it is an excellent, well thought out case, the pros of which completely overshadow its minor flaws. And that wraps it up for today. But do not go anywhere just yet, because in the next video I am going to show you how to take this beautiful little machine and mutate it into an absolute beast. We are going to build a hardcore private cloud storage setup with a fault-tolerant RAID array running on external drives. We are talking serious server business here, so hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and I will see you in the next one.